everybody, I'm FrioJ and I want to talk about a game from Blizzard that I got access to in February. Cue the music! Oh. I guess we're doing that. I guess we're gonna do that game instead. I guess we're doing this game. I just want Overwatch! If you hadn't heard, last month Blizzard planned to add standardized formats to Hearthstone, meaning some of the older expansions that previously came out are going to go away and shift out for some new stuff. That way the meta continually shifts and changes, so we don't stagnate with every new expansion by only adding like one card to a really powerful deck. Everything gets better! And I really wanted to highlight cards that didn't get a lot of attention. Everybody's talking about the big hitters and all of the big cards that are going away that'll have an impactful impact on the Hearthstone meta. Like the Sludge Belchers and the Piloted Shredders, but I wanted to highlight some of the cards that never really had a chance to shine, never really fit into a well-crafted deck. Just cards that were seen once, maybe tried one or two times and then forgotten about, dropped on the ground like the dirt that it is. Dirt! One clarification, I don't really want to talk about the legendaries because them being legendary is enough for people who talked about them to remember them. Like, what's the worst legendary you can think of right now? Did you say Hammett? Did you say Hammett? I think you said Hammett. I haven't said Hammett.
That beastie.
Yeah, he's leaving.
No.
We all know that. I want to talk about stuff people legitimately forgot about. So you and me, it's getting real personal now, huh? You and me, we're going to go down memory lane and see some of the least played Knacks and Goblins vs. Gnome cards. Let's go. Number 10.
It's junk punk.
For a neutral mech to make this list, it must have been just plain bad. And not the cool kind of bad.
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
That guy's not cool. Mech Synergy is all about getting the most minions on the board in order to win the game as fast as possible. If you try to make a junk bot work, he's super susceptible to any kind of hard removal, trading your advantage in and usually stealing a loss. This guy has no saving grace. He doesn't even sound cool. What the heck is a junk bunk anyway? So unsatisfying. Number 9. Anima Golem is often forgotten when thinking about mechs. Why? Because its drawback is too great and too easy to counter. Countered! When you play the Anima Golem, you generally want the stickiest minions on board. Dreadsteed's a perfect example of a match made in heaven, but these ideal situations almost never happen the way you want to. Oh boy, here I go playing my coin again. Oh, Anima Golem on turn 5. What's he got now?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I quit! I quit! I quit! Number 8! The Curse of Naxxramas brought with it so many good cards that have been staples in decks up until this point. Unfortunately for this card, it only got a cool aesthetic and not very good stats. Sure, we all tried it out when it was literally the 5th new card in the game, when we looted it from
North, the Plague Bringer.
But since then, it hasn't seen much action. I got nothing else left to say on this guy. Let's just forget about him faster. I'm sorry I brought him up. It's just horrible. Number 7. Hunter has always had better synergy than what the mech tribe would provide for them. But they got this robot anyway. This ball of claws is so dang cute, given all their non-existent mech plus 2 attack. I've never even heard of the phrase Hunter Mechs. Hunter Mechs isn't a Hearthstone term, is it? Hunter Mech. Number 6.
Some for you!
This little tyke was only effective to finish off enemies in double Mind Blast decks, similarly followed up by the Spawn of Shadows. Priest always had better 1-mana drops to play. That's no question, so this got passed up and swept under the rug. Wait, what the heck's that? Master of Ceremonies? That'll be next year's topic. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, 1 mana drops. Damn Northshire Cleric. Zombie Chow's always stealing thunders. Thunder stealing? Plus, it's just not that interesting of a mechanic, and dies to almost every other 1 mana drop. I legitimately agree with that point that was brought up just now. Whatever he said, this isn't stock footage. Number 5.
Death from the shadows!
Finally, a neutral spell damage minion with stealth. Too bad the 1 health with the expensive mana cost often meant throwing the game. If you need 1 extra spell damage for a spell, there are cheaper and better options than this little dude. Anyone with that kind of mustache is too shifty to trust anyway. He wouldn't even attack for me. Maybe this guy's better off staying forgotten. What a worse version! Number 4.
Here goes!
With this card, everyone can be a fairy dragon. Being a mage-only card, this gets pinholed to a very specific style of deck that is just not in the top 5 styles of mage being played. This card flew out of a piloted Sky Golem, and I had completely forgotten about it. Literally one of the reasons I made this thing. This whole thing. What you're watching right now. Basically, you can save minions from being pinged by other mages. Until something crazy like that happens. On the plus side, you can see your golden cards even more golden.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
She also has one of my favorite death noises in the game. Top that, Silver Moon Guardian.
Owie!
Number 3. One of the least used and most useless totems ever introduced. This card was forgotten by many even after Shamans got more totem-centered cards in the Grand Tournament expansion. Only loved when you need that extra little heal in very specific late-game situations, and it popped out of a Tuskar Totemic. It's not even that fun to use. The most I've gotten out of it was beating the super aggressive adventure bosses.
For Doomhammer. You're fighting for a hammer. Okay then.
Number 2. Another card that inspired this list. Callpet always felt like it worked against you. It felt like it would actually work 1 out of every 10 attempts you play it, usually pulling a weapon or a spell, or maybe even a web spinner. Usually giving you a subpar card draw, barely giving you any value. Like, why not Flare? But the glorious dream is pulling that King Crush into an early lead or a glorious lethal.
I can see.
And now I've made a small montage of my attempts at making this card work in a deck comprised of 22 beasts. It should be pretty high, right? And now let's see some honorable mentions before that number 1 spot. Number 1!
Battle detected.
Defensive systems online.
The first spot goes to a group of mechs that rarely saw the light of day. Is having more than 1 card up at the top cheating? Who cares? Who cares? The Warbot, Siege Engine, and Screwjunk Clanker, one of those, don't even work together all that well. Adding separate synergies but tying you down to the mech tribe. All warrior class mechs are basically worse alternatives to the class's staple. Let's talk about where they come from. Like, the Warbot's literally from that Mountain Dew promo in World of Warcraft. Mountain Dew BattleBot? Fuck that! That's shit! No one uses these. Like Janker. What? I was excited when this thing came out just because the card art kind of looked like a Big Daddy from Bioshock. No, they call it Screw Jank Clanker. Screw Clank Janker? Screw your Janker. Screw Janky Zoinkster. And the siege engine was from Wintergrasp. You know Wintergrasp. Fuck it. It was really fun to try them out like they were new again. Damn Cabal Shadow Priest. Always stealing my Jankers. But I wouldn't recommend playing them seriously. I did have a couple unplanned synergies with the spare parts though. This is the tale of a siege engine who rose back to power after being nearly dead. How perfect! How perfect for this video! Oh look, a siege engine! Destroyed the evil that turned his best friend against him. The Warbots Enrage goes with the Screw Jank Clunker, I guess, but there's just so many better solutions than using those two together. The only saving grace in the warrior mechs is the Iron Juggernaut. It's super fun to control the enemy and put in a couple mines at the end. You thought you were gonna Reno? Boom, baby! Oh shit, I'm talking about a legendary. That broke my own rule. Oh. Hey, thanks a bunch for checking out my video. I had a blast making it. Hope you had fun watching it. As always, here's some bloops from the filming session. Gets continually metamorphs in meta New Yeek Unork. It's my exercise. Sally sells seashore, sandy sandman. I'm Solly Sand, the song Sandman. Why sand? Legitimately forgot about. You would do you all you want. Xenomorph from Alien having relations with Alien. From Space Invaders, Alien. Kirby's just having fun watching. The asteroids is behind you. It makes you home. Makes you home. I'm going blind with these lights. I can't see because of how well you can see me. Let's go! PlayHearthstone.com! It's on the back of the Hearthstone. This is the... Oh, I'm home. I was already home. Why did I use my hour-long cooldown? I threw it. I destroyed my Hearthstone. I don't know where an innkeeper is. I don't go to inns. This is my house. This is my hometown. There's no innkeeper in my house. How do I going down? That's it. That hurt my knee. Should have put some soft pillows down or something smart. The trolls are coming 2016.